Welcome back. Time now for the business day. As concerns continue to grow about the high incidence of fraud committed on bank customers, one of the country's leading commercial banks has responded with another security measure. Details in this report.
Before banks had apps, before alerts and fingerprints, there were paper, ink, and trust. Today, that trust is being tested in the digital marketplace where online shopping is expanding rapidly and banking fraud is evolving just as fast. In 2024 alone, the Bank of Jamaica says banking fraud jumped nearly 900%, amounting to over $330 million. In an effort to stay ahead, the National Commercial Bank has recently rolled out their 3DS 2.0 one-time passcode authentication for select commerce transaction.
Alright, so one-time password OTP is a code that is given once it is that a customer initiates a transaction. They're able to enter this code. This code will be sent to them whether it is through their email address, which is an email address on file, or a phone number that's on file. And once whatever option that the customer would have selected, the code will be then sent to them and they'll be able to complete that transaction.
So is the case that customers should look out for this code every single time that they're doing a transaction?
Not every single time, but there are certain transactions that they will get prompted to enter the code. It will be what we consider risky transactions.
The introduction of this new feature brings the company in line with international best practices for card security as banks worldwide shift towards greater risk-based fraud controls. But with growing concerns around scams, the bank says the OTP codes are only generated during a transaction initiated by a customer and should be entered when completing an online transaction.
It doesn't have any links, so customer is not supposed to select anything or enter any information either. You just, whatever the number is, you type it on your and complete a transaction.
According to NCB, this move forms part of a broader strategy to prevent fraud before losses occur rather than responding after customers have been affected.
The fraudsters are getting smarter each time and a lot more persons are shopping online. So we find ourselves having a lot more e-commerce transactions taking place. And as such, we want to ensure that we protect our customers at all times.
Deidre Thomas, TVJ News.
Chairman of ITEL, Yoni Epstein, says the Bank of Jamaica's decision to allow the dollar to artificially appreciate is having a negative impact on the earnings of the business process outsourcing sector. He said this is dangerous because 80 to 85% of the sector's earnings remain in Jamaica, although it's dominated by international companies. Mr. Epstein added that 60% of the sector's cost is related salaries, while 20% to 25% is made up by rental and utility charges. The veteran BPO industry executive noted that the growth of the industry is being slowed by the deterioration in the U.S. economy, particularly in relation to the creation of new jobs and the future economic growth. He, however, stressed some 50,000 persons are still employed in the industry. There are mixed changes to fuel prices effective tomorrow. Each liter of 87 gasoline will be increased by $2.46 and 90 gasoline will also go up by $1.94. Automotive diesel will fall by $3.06, while ultra-low sulfur diesel will be decreased by $2.97. Kerosene will see its price increase by $2.23. The cost of propane will fall by 73 cents, while butane will decline by 73 cents. Each petrol station will make these adjustments to their prices, which include a markup on the ex-refinery rate offered by Petrojam. Foreign exchange trading ended with banks and cambios selling the US dollar for an average $157.02. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $115.33. The pound is going for $214.12, while the euro is selling for an average $189.33. The JSE index declined by 3,289 points, while the junior market index advanced by 7 points. The winners include Iron Rock Insurance Company, KLE Group, Cygnus Real Estate Finance, US dollar shares, 138 Student Living Jamaica, and Stanley Motor Ordinary shares. The losers include A.S. Bryden & Sons Holdings, US dollar shares, Epley Caribbean Property Fund, Caribbean Assurance Brokers, AMG Packaging and Paper Company, and Proven Group US dollar shares. 27 stocks traded firm. And that's the business day. News from overseas after the break.